Morning. I have a question. In today's reading, there's a verse that says, "My suffering was good for me." Can you identify with that? Because honestly, most of us would not choose suffering. Suffering brings pain, distress, hardship in our lives. So, normally, not a choice we would make. But let's read today's Psalms 119. We're going to start in verse 65, and then we'll look at some ideas about suffering. He says, "You have done many good things for me, Lord, just as you promised. I believe in your commands. Now teach me good judgment and knowledge. I used to wander off until you disciplined me, but now I closely follow your word. You are good and do only good. Teach me your decrees. Arrogant people smear me with lies, but in truth I obey your commandments with all my heart. Their hearts are dull and stupid, but I delight in your instructions. My suffering was good for me, for it taught me to pay attention to your decrees. Your instructions are more valuable to me than millions in gold and silver." So he says, my suffering was good for me. The pain, the distress, the hardship, that was good. And let me be honest, Christians will suffer. And suffering is not without purpose. There's always a purpose for why we go through it. If we think about suffering, one thing that can be encouraging is that Jesus suffered while he was on earth, and so there's empathy for us. There's understanding. He knows what we go through when we suffer. It's not that he's distant or apart or doesn't understand. He does. So what about suffering? Well, suffering challenges us. It challenges our trust. Do we trust that God has our best interest? When we go through suffering, many times we think, as the writer of this psalm said, "Good things for me, Lord. You are good. You do only good." And then suffering comes into our lives, and it challenges what we believe, what we think. Do we trust God that he has our best interest? Verse 71 says it teaches us to seek and to listen. It says it taught me to pay attention. So we're tuned in then to what God is trying to get us to do or to participate in or to learn. Maybe it's just to relax. Suffering teaches us, really it equips us. The experiences we get in suffering many times are the things we use to minister to others. And so we're equipped to be able to touch the lives of people in our family or people around us. And suffering's designed to be lived out together. The Bible is very clear about we celebrate together, we suffer together. And so it's designed to be part of the family of God. It matures us, transforms us, molds us, strengthens us. Suffering can humble us. And those are all good things. You know, there's value in suffering. Not that I would choose suffering, but there is value there. And the real treasure says, more valuable than gold or silver. That's Jesus. And so grab onto Jesus in the middle of suffering and walk with him. And then grab onto the experience, because there's always value in suffering. God bless you.